outrageous potential. So Linwood, tell us a little about your business and your story and what you do to help aviation. We're really proud of what you're doing.
Good morning. Can't tell you how happy I am to be here. We are a 501c3 out of small town Brandon, Mississippi. We've got a Cessna Cardinal set up right behind the registration booth. I guess it's been 6 years ago. A friend of my son's is a Marine, became paralyzed during his service. And he was in a bad way. He'd been in the hospital for literally 2 years, and I had the opportunity to take him flying in my Citabria. And he was in the back seat, I'm in the front seat, and I showed him how to operate the stick. And after about 10 minutes, I asked him what he thought. How are you doing? What do you think? And he said, what do you mean? I said, I hadn't touched the controls for the last 10 minutes. And excuse me, but this Marine's response was, bullshit, I know you got your hand on the stick. So I proceeded to put my arms above my head and grab the bars above my head for a little while. And when we landed, he was so lit up. He was completely changed from when he got in the airplane. So I knew that how easy it would be because of all of you to round up 10 or 12 of my friends and do an organized event. And I like to say what we did was we tricked people with disabilities into getting out of the house for an airplane ride. And when they got there, we had wheelchair basketball going on with extra sports chairs, all kind of activities. So able-bodied kids and adults were playing basketball with people with disabilities, and it was a beautiful thing. In a matter of 4 hours, we did, I believe it was 162 rides. At that event, I had a couple wheelchair users that came up to me and said, we'd like to fly, but. And I said, oh no, I've seen hand controls, and you can fly just like any able-bodied pilot. I went to looking for a set of controls, and I couldn't find them. I learned that they were not being manufactured anymore. I am really happy to announce today that according to the FAA, we should have our parts manufacturing authorization mid-December and get them back into production. Big thing. So we're here, and I hope we're going to be here not only at this event, but at every event to come. We've got a couple goals. Right now, if you're in a wheelchair and you want to fly, if you can find them, there's a couple flight schools in the country. Through your help, what we hope to do in the next 18 months is have a flight school with hand controls in every state. Another thing we wish to do, I'm sure most of you know about APOA Fly. They teamed up with Purdue University. They have scholarships every year. 8 or 9 people go up, and they go up there as people with disabilities, and they leave as light sport pilots. Hopefully we're going to find somebody like Embry-Riddle or any University of Auburn to partner up and offer that same type of thing. So the really exciting part of my little part in this big event today is to tell you about we are Operation Prop, People Reaching Outrageous Potential, and I want to tell you about somebody that is doing that and has continued doing that. Imagine you're a young man, you're out of high school, your dream is to be a professional pilot. You get your private license, you pass your commercial written, you take your girlfriend out to eat to celebrate passing that written, you stop in the barbershop, somebody from the street walks in, asks your girlfriend for her phone number, she doesn't give it to him, he doesn't give it to her, guy leaves, comes back with the gun, shoots him 5 times. Number 3 through the spinal cord, number 4 or 5 while on the ground. At this point, Qunicey Carr, where's Quincy? I guess I can take this down. Oh, okay.
Hello?
So this is Qunicey Carr. He knew about he heard about our shenanigans, and 2 years ago he called, and we kind of met each other over the telephone. And so we had this dialogue going, and he told me about his quest to be a certified flight instructor. I invited him to Mississippi. I told him that Mississippians are from the South. I don't know what you've been dealing with, but we can help you with this. So I guess after 2 years, he decided that most of us do wear shoes and probably don't smoke corncob pipes. And he came to see us 3 short weeks ago. We networked with our local flight instructors. The FAA was a great friend in this process. Bottom line is, I am so pleased as of this past Monday to introduce you to Qunicey Carr, CFI. Quincy, if you want to say something, Mark Baker is going to hand you some wings.
Oh my God.
Well, it's time to have fun, right? Okay. This has been a long challenge, a long journey. I started flying actually 20 years ago, and it just feels so good to be able to be at this event at this time right now. I mean, this is what it truly means to be a part of AOPA, right? It's giving people the freedom, a chance to fly. And now that I'm actually CFI, guess what? I get to give that freedom back to other people. And I want to thank Mr. Linwood Newey. I want to thank my assistant Natalia, my student Stu. I want to thank everybody at the Hawkins Airfield. I want to thank all of my supporters back at California, and I'm just so happy to be allowed to be able to do what I really want to do, and that's teach flying and really put a positive impact on GA aviation. So thank you very much, and AOPA.
Congratulations, what a great story. We need more CFIs that have a passion for aviation, so thanks for doing that. I want you to all have a great day today. There's a lot of seminars going on, but I know you are here for the free ice cream after the town.